who do what you do, or you can watch a person and learn how they do it, but not why they do it. You know what I'm saying? It's two different things. You can know how to do something and don't get the same results as another person who know how to do the same thing. You might even be better than the person. You know what I'm saying? They're doing something that a person with less skills gets better results on. You know, how the money just working the job than me. I ain't worked another year. I ain't getting no taxes. You know what I'm saying? You done worked all year. When I was working like that, but like I say, I know. Like I done been with a woman who, that's a benefit of a cougar. See, I lived a unique life to really learn from people. And, you know, that's important to, you know, when you learn from people that you fuck with, like, it ain't a bad thing. You know, greetings. Welcome. Today, we're going to be talking about bloodline. You know, and there's a more science to it than me and Lil' Cuz finna talk about. Dealing with group economics, generational wealth, and successorship. Now, like I was saying, you know, I didn't wrote books, published them, all of this stuff Cuz know about. You know what I'm saying? Like Cuz know, like, oh, Cuz up here, you feel me? Yeah, you know, I got the block on. Now he know, because I'm on some revolutionary shit, so, but he up on, because it's kind of like what they consider prison talk. You know what I'm saying? Been in prison. They understand. Like when people in prison, they be at a great level of mind. You know, not all people, but it's the brothers in prison is where you got the highest level of the Nation of Islam, more science temple organizations where people, you know what I'm saying, holding each other accountable mentally and spiritually on, you know, these higher levels of thought. So me doing 15 years was the greatest thing that ever. I look at myself as I'm like 41. You feel me? So for me, it's like I feel ain't nobody like that I fuck with, all my comrades. You know, I always been like that. I always mess with older dudes anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I'm at an older dude level. Most people like 41 ain't rocking like me. You feel me? They don't, yeah, they ain't, you know, they at the level of managing another woman. You know what I'm saying? Because when you build a family is what it's all about anyway. You know what I'm saying? So if you can get a partner, somebody y'all can put your money together, you know what I'm saying? Make stuff happen and hold each other accountable by some kind of rules of conduct. You feel me? You know, so that's why organization is important. You don't got to make this shit up when it's already, you know what I'm saying, proven things that exist. So, you know, by doing the research, I see, you know, that more is science, you know, Islamism. I self law and master, you know, understanding the law. I like more science, you know, the understanding America and these laws, you know, how the history and how these things was created and how it's directly a conspiracy that you got to be a conspiracist. You know, when you believe in Illuminati, you got to be trying to create one. It's all about the levels that you look at it, or you're going to look at it as wrong. You feel me? Oh, man, the Illuminati, the Masons is wrong. You're going to only feel like that when you're not trying to create a secret society. You see what I'm saying? Oh, the Christians ain't, you know, it's whatever level. You only judging people based on what you're not willing to do. You see what I'm saying? If I'm willing to do this and have is a belief system behind it, another person can be like, oh, you know, the House of David can be built. You know what I'm saying? That's based on a belief system that's registered as an ecclesiastical organization so they can run their own laws and have their own, you know, lifestyle and way of life based on what they believe in. You see what I'm saying? So now they create their own world and creating people. You know, now, because when you go to school, you learning what another person telling you. You see? Yeah. Your parents ain't feeling like, I'm going to teach them, you know, because, yeah, I'm nation building. On that level, Yeah, I'm the type of dude who needs 7 kids. There's a lot of people out here I already see, because see, and it's kind of like Back to the Future with me too, because by being in prison, it's like a lot of shit I never did before. You know what I'm saying? But also understood like everything is a time frame. I went to prison at 16 years old. So I understood that there was a time frame to be a juvenile. I think I was just born like I'm a genius. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm a star seed because I always seen this. Like I always looked at how this shit work. I'm looking at the science of it. You know what I'm saying? Not just what's being done, but how it's being done and how do it work. Now, my parents was Christians, so they brought me up in a free will, sent me to school. You know what I'm saying? So I was always rebellious in that. I don't fuck with sports or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Streets was my sports, running away and the whole 80s, 90s street culture because, hip hop, that whole era, crack, you know what I'm saying? That whole era. My stepfather was, an addict, a working addict. That's when motherfuckers was corn dogging and all that type of shit. You could be cool and be a fiend. You know what I'm saying? That was the time. But when I came up, like fiend wasn't cool. I come up in a unique time in this whole crack and hip hop and all that, where doing drugs wasn't the shit. When you was a dealer, you got people mama sucking your dick. You know what I'm saying? The shit you doing as a kid, you know what I'm saying? With this rock and this money, just imagine what kids do. If you just a rich kid in the hood, do what the fuck you want to do. If your daddy got the bag and you know what I'm saying? It's people it's boys like motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been once I started selling drugs, like I say, I always was molested by women though. You know what I'm saying? Like older women, because you spend night at a motherfucker's house and all that. You know what I'm saying? And you got the 9 cousin, you feel me? Who they fucking. They daddy probably fucking them, or they might be molested and they already into the sexual, you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people even come up under that. Boys being molested. I'm saying if we looking at everything as a scientific level, not no judgmental law level. You know what I'm saying? Because in some cultures, once a person comes or ministrates and all them type of things, they grown. And usually people do that around 13, 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's cultures people getting married at 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? Having kids already, you know what I'm saying, on nation stuff, if that's what the society can support. You know what I'm saying? If the society can support that, I'm with that for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's already set up for the things that I would have. Now, I look at this too, because I wasn't raised like this, but I would, as a father though, I raised my children based on my experiences. Like, I don't blame my parents. I'm finna show you something different with mine. You see what I'm saying? So with mine, we not Christians. You see what I'm saying? Because I understand that Christian concept. We don't eat pork. You know what I'm saying? We don't celebrate no holidays. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're Moors. That's why I'm building that up. My kids, this for them. This the homeschool. They finna be designing and recording and video podcasting and editing. This is for them to actually, and we finna be making money doing it. They finna be owning, it's already set up. All I gotta do is put it together. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I spend my time investing in. I don't really be having time to work. I will work a job, but I ain't got time for the bullshit. I'm doing everything. I'm doing if I fuck with you outside of this world, if I fuck with anything in the community, period. Now I ain't gonna say, because this gonna sound harsh, because that's only take that because I'm thinking, I'm speaking from my mind, the knowledge. From my heart, you know what I'm saying? I do stuff for people. You know what I'm saying? But from my mind is where it's at. Because my heart be having me doing, you know, things that always hurt me. You feel me? My mind always keeping me on point. But it makes me seem heartless when I just tell you. You feel me? That's like me and my daughter mother, my children mother. That I actually, you know, this how I am. So it ain't like you met a motherfucker who didn't just tell you, you know, what it is. You chose that. You see what I'm saying? Now, any kind of emotional relationship, I guess people, you know, just try to use emotions to control the narrative, you know, of your life. You know what I'm saying? Now, my point of view is always going to be with my children mothers is this. If you messing with a person, if you feel like, you just want to, because I'm always mess with you. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like you want to mess with a person, you will have to mess with a person. Because see, I don't got to fuck with you on that level. You feel me? Once you done having kids, you know, it is this relationship. And I, like I say, let's go to you know, the theory that I'm saying as far as even in real life. I was fucking since I was like 13 years old in real life. As a father, it's like Back to the Future for me. With my kids, I'm controlling the narrative. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying at that level of I already know the mental mind is all about what I put into you and how you know what I'm saying? It's like controlling the piece. You the pawn. Already know at 13 where you're gonna be at because I don't disconnect myself from, you know, from my childhood. I know I was stealing cars. I'm driving in New York at 13. You know what I'm saying? Stopping. I didn't already got it. I didn't watch them drive so much that I know how to get up. I know how to steal your keys, get up in there, start this car, jump on the highway, the direction to go, because we go back and forth to New York all the time. You know what I'm saying? I know how to go at the gas station. I done peeped out. You can pump it. You got to pay later. And I'm filling him up. I'm back on the highway. On the way to New York at 13. Go ahead, get some of that love. What you think though? Well, what?
Y'all ain't got no weed in this joint?
Huh?
Y'all ain't got no weed in this joint?
Yeah, right here. This heat.
Y'all got some weed?
Oh, weed?
Yeah.
No.
Dang.
Nope, I just smoke. Good.
I'm waiting on the weed man to bring me some.
Matter of fact, I don't even know what to call him, Greg.
You know?
Draco probably got him downstairs. Let me see. What you need to call him? Yeah. Oh, you got something? No, I'm just trying to get two.
They will come. Come check this one out.
Wait on the weed man?
Yeah. Hopefully you can bring me a 20 till Friday. You can give me weed until I get paid.
See, like when I first came up here, right? I remember she ain't got no bottle of water. Yeah, when I first came up here, I remember when T first had got out the joint. Now I had already knew her daughter, you know, because Claudette, I used to rent the house out to Claudette. And you know, Dolores and her used to play together. And then I found out that you was Toby, you know, that's yeah, right. But I hadn't met you though. Because you were still in the joint at the time. So when you got out, I seen you. And off the top, I said to myself, like, you know, because I had, you know me, when I came here, I was on the breeding anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? I already had met her daughter. So when she had got the joint, she was on the list because I talked to her. And I knew that you was fertile. You was, you know what I'm saying? Just getting out the joint. Yeah, I remember. So I never got really a chance to build with you. You know what I'm saying? We didn't talk before, you know, because you was telling me you had the lawsuit and everything. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't even give it to me. They
right.
Limited my ass. Said it was a statute of limitation.
Right. So she got a whole story. You know what I'm saying? When I'm talking to her, I'm like, you know, she got a book. Just her story, period. But in the joint, you've been to the joint, right? See, in the joint, they got something.
Is that weed? Oh, them peanuts. I thought that was weed. I said, damn, you got a lot of them.
See, in the joint, you got, it's out here too, but in the joint, you got the Medline. Now, what they do in prison is they medicate you with these pills, these drugs. Now, you got people I grew up with. Now, I did 15 years in the joint. Every day, they got a system to deal with anything, they can medicate you. So when they got you on the Medline, that's to calm you down, redirect your genius level thought, you know what I'm saying, to deal with this situation. Because some people kill themselves in the joint. I done seen people kill themselves, you know what I'm saying? I did 4 years in the hole. Motherfuckers hanging themselves. Motherfuckers throwing shit and piss on guards and you know what I'm saying? Some savage shit. Like at the zoo. Shit was the joint. I went to the joint at 16 years old. I was prepared for the joint because my mama, she rough. No. As far as, yeah, I like the roughness of level because like I say, I was ready for the joint. Then I come up here from New York. So I'm always, you know, my Uncle Napoleon, I didn't fighting is never no, you know what I'm saying? That's some Ben Harbor shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, especially the more brothers and sisters you got is relevant. I'm the oldest. So, you know, I'm scrapping people and running. You know, it's a mob of motherfuckers. Once you whoop a motherfucker and they big brother and cousin, you know what I'm saying? All that type of shit, you ain't from there, you feel me? You know, now you got to depend on cousins and all that kind of shit. But even that's a whole nother level of betrayal. Right. You know, see, I gotta have 12 kids. You know, the more kids I got for what I'm doing, I need, you know, a tribe. And some of them is by different women. Based on, like, say, if I see, like, your mother got your kids. If I see that, I know as a father, if I have a child by you, you ain't gonna have no issues. Well, I don't know. Would you have, if you got a child, do you got an issue of the father raising the child? But y'all not together? Right, because you let your mama raise them. Right, so you would let a father. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's you know, that's relevant. You know, but even grandparents do it. Kids is relevant to people who get money. It's all about what you're doing with the money, but it's people who getting way more money than me. You know, I know women who getting checks every month, big stupid checks, and can't pay the and they, you know, the gas bill. You know what I'm saying? Electric bill. I'm saying it's you know, because it's all based on what you do with the money. Now, if you got a man is involved somewhere. Now, it's depending on that man that you got, it can make your decisions look even better or worse. You feel me? Because if you got a man that's gonna take that money, flip that money, and build something off of it, it's gonna change your condition, right? Everybody ain't gonna be the same with the different people. You know, you can, to one motherfucker, you can, you know, if you don't know what to do with the situation, you can only do what you know what I'm saying? It's some women who out here right now selling pussy for a man. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And giving him the money. Now, what she's selling is only based off of his mental capacity at that level, right? Because this women out here selling t-shirts, you feel me? You know, pushing music, you know, doing hair is the same thing. And putting it into somebody who doing more with it. Now, this is the kind of propositions I was on anyway. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to even if I had sex with a person, you know, that's the understanding. That's, you know, it's like if you, that's why most of the women, and then like T, older, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I had already been through the cougar stuff anyway. So, but see, I've been to the joint, so I know how the joint is. So I know a person like T know how to do a bit. You feel me? That's relevant to if you institutionalizing yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because T used to a bit, she know how to follow these rules. You know what I'm saying? Play this part. And mentally, because when I met her, yeah, we talking about law and shit. You know what I'm saying? So based on what's being put into her mind is how she regurgitating it. You feel me? You know. So if she in the joint, they talking about law and, you know, lawsuits and, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you come out here, you know, if you ain't around the people who doing that, then of course the lawsuit gonna fall off. The shit ain't going, you know what I'm saying? Because now it's a whole nother environment. That environment, you know, people, especially women, is going to adapt to their environment. You know what I'm saying? It's easier for a woman. Now, they're gonna be the ones. Like you want a level of, but that's sexy, appealing to me. You know what I'm saying? A person who can't get into their mind, you see what I'm saying? On that level with other motherfuckers like you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit I'ma have you on ain't gonna be like this other shit. So other women or people gonna be like, oh, that's an occult over there. They running a court over there. You feel me? You know, because you don't, as another person level of belief. But when you in the joint and then you got to live that life, that's not the same as out here. But it's a controlled environment. So yeah, the law library is normal in the joint. It's normal. Like that's if you want to get out yourself, do something, and you know, I'm just saying, law library, all of this stuff is all about what's put in front of you. You can have an autistic child. If all you put is chess, my son can be like this and kill you at chess. Or study the stock market and we making millions. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen like Rain Man? You know, yeah. If all you do, you can't even speak, but you can look at these numbers and you can see these horses in ways that we didn't hit this. You know, these numbers. We study winning numbers, and you know what I'm saying? You got it. Everything is a level of intense focus. You know what I'm saying? So the people who ain't worried about all of this other shit, you know what I'm saying, is the people who got the time. That's why kids is important. Because kids ain't got to worry about shit. They can take all the risks. You see what I'm saying? I'm really the one gotta, you know, you can actually a person can mentally make you a cold basketball player. But this is what they teach you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you ain't nothing greater than what's being put into you. And the options. If all you getting is apples and bananas, that's your choices. You either apple dude or banana dude. The more choice you get, the more levels of separation. Because now you might be now you done equated meat. If you grew up only eating beans because that's what y'all got, you're a vegetarian. Excuse me. If somebody feeding you meat and pork and shit, yeah, a baby gonna eat anything. A child gonna eat anything. Whatever you taught, that's what you gonna know, and it's gonna be good to you. It's people who eat shit. Because a baby will. You feel me? So if people levels up, but that's where laws come in at too. In this country, laws keep, because people got to be with it. If a person ain't with being kidnapped, then it's against the law. If you with it, it ain't. You feel me? So that's all the law do is laws give people options. Like, yeah, you can be in the car, but that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? You can actually be in prison. I'm in a joint. I live a joint life. You feel me? I cage myself. I'm the counselor, the warden, and the inmate in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The joint makes sense to a motherfucker who's been in a joint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a salon room ready for a person trying to rent a room, braid hair, get money, and that's still, you see what I'm saying? I got a studio for a person who's trying to record and have up, you know what I'm saying? But now on the level of creation, that's dope, because now I can create a style. It's my daughter only, this one just learning. So yeah, now I got 2 girls, not 2. Ooh, I'm so blessed. I got another one coming next month. A girl.
Congratulations.
A girl. He just had a boy. He got 2 boys. So I gotta get another boy. But see, look, you gotta, like I said, you gotta be on, like, when it comes to just get your shit right, you good. You got 2 boys and you got baby mama who gonna fuck with you as far as with these kids. As long as I can get my kids, I'm good. You feel me? You can raise them. You know what I'm saying? I really, you know what I'm saying? It don't, because really it's a level of, it's something about you that's great. You see what I'm saying? It's always a balance of things. Because there's ways about you that I wish I was like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a level of focus. When you can even do that. But I get it because I done been there too. I eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I don't really, I don't spend money like that. All my money going to, you see what I'm saying? Make him, if any relationships, all that shit is, I'm looking for people who trying to, build up. Right. Now, I build it with women because, and I don't believe in a level of loyalty with people. Because I done been married, bitches try to kill me, try to set me up, you feel me? So I know a level of no matter what you do for a person, but your kids. So the woman, though, I need this relationship with this woman in order to have a child. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't with what I'm with, I'm just we family. You know what I'm saying? Because it's family I don't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But you family. So, I always help you. You feel me? I always got you. We family, but I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't on the same shit, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Because it's ultimately gonna be about, creating that level of loyalty. If I got 7 kids, you feel me? With baby mamas who on that, go to your daddy house shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with your daddy shit. You bad, it's daddy. I'm with that. My kids gonna run to me based off of you too. But you need a warden. It's got to be a good guy, bad guy. It's got to be a system of, this is how you brainwash. You know what I'm saying? When a warden come on, you go to the warden to try to, man, this person, you know what I'm saying? When you go into grievances and all that. So it's another person who, I'm with you, but ultimately, like, you can give a person something that I can give them a whole nother level of. Because if you at a level of poverty, I want you feel me? I want you at that level of it's gonna make it easier for what daddy do to you is gonna change your life based on your mama raising you. You feel me? So it's like the difference between you feel me though? It's like imagine if your daddy is Bill Gates, you feel me? Yeah, whatever you've been through, whatever you did, he got a company going. You know what I'm saying? Or it don't even gotta be that big. Whoever if your daddy was a person who, you know what I'm saying, bought property and made sure you got a house. You got a house, you got kids, you a woman with kids. So I don't know your situation as far as, but I'm gonna use me as a father, no matter what it's already set up for her to do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. My kids already straight. If you selling dope, you the Birdman. I'm with the shits. You know what I'm saying? Because everything we got going on is going into what I'm talking about. So we on money on all kind of levels. You know what I'm saying? We might got lawyers over here, doctors over here, street niggas over here. That's gonna be based off your mama. And you know what I'm saying? Because if there's a lot of things in your family, my son, the Birdman. You see what I'm saying? He's serving all these motherfuckers. I'm not putting it in I'm his father. You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting in your mind how to conquer the situation that I couldn't, I ain't in the same situation. So if I have a child by a woman who all her people is fiends, that's how I get the Birdman. You feel me? Cause he gonna be the dude. It's gonna be easy for me and like I say, I come up in the era that I understand children. I was a child when I was on the street. So I was selling drugs for people who worked at the factory, had the birds, and we was going to juvenile. If they get caught, they going to the Fed joint. Mm-hmm. So I can make unlimited amounts of money. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't being put on, so people wasn't putting me in the mind of I didn't know about buying houses, all this fixing house. I'm saying people was talking about sports and going to school. They wasn't kept putting me up on, you know what I'm saying, that level. Where where I'm 16 years old buying houses and shit, fixing a house. You know what I'm saying? Trap house mine. You feel me? Mm-hmm. In cities you got that though. You go to the D, New York, yeah, you got 13, 14-year-olds rich. You know what I'm saying? All over though. You go to Hollywood, Will Smith, all these people on TV, these as actors, they getting paid for this shit. Babies, kids, and all that. You know what I'm saying? People getting paid. But you only doing this based on what somebody taught you. That's one thing you can't control. You can't control who had you. You can't control who your mama was. You know what I'm saying? So when we get older, we be blaming our parents, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? But really, people know what they was taught. You know what I'm saying? So it's a change, it's a level of change, which is generational poverty. Because I can only know what a person taught me. You know what I'm saying? Most people in different positions based on, the circumstances and situation. You could have easily, whoever would have fucked with you after you got out, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they was on, you was with. You know what I'm saying? So if a motherfucker was doing houses, you own that. If motherfucker was on, you know what I'm saying? Because you like that. That's time to person. You know what I'm saying? You fuck with the person you with. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can mentally bond at the level of, all y'all do is spend y'all time together. You know what I'm saying?
Man, the nigga I'm with now used to get money.
Right, I know.
Now,
I know. Ken.
It seems like ever since I've been out, he ain't been getting none.
Listen, it's the joint. I just told you. In the joint, they got a medical system. You know what I'm saying? To put us at a docile level where we can just exist. You feel what I'm saying? Where we can mentally be, at peace with this level of existence. Because like you said, yeah, before he wanted that economic, he understood. No, now he can, yeah, he's satisfied. He could actually, you know what I'm saying? He good. Mentally, he could go through life. You see what I'm saying? Without even, worried about that kind of stuff. But that's what listen, this medical system, it is a war out here. It's systematic warfare. You know what I'm saying? You can teach people anything. So that's how they keep us enslaved. They're gonna teach us what they want us to do, what they want us to know. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you taught is what you know. You know, if you was taught that you was God, you're gonna act as such. You see what I'm saying? And if you seeing people on that, you're gonna act as such. It don't matter, no matter what you do, you would do it anyway. You feel me? But they don't want you, they just want you to, you already in the books. You a social security number, you a human being in this United States. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That you existing, there's billions of dollars being made off you. You know what I'm saying? Through the system. That's what the government and all that. Yeah, it's billions of dollars for people not to go, you know, to go in with these kids and with just mental. We got that power. Just imagine if we knew, you know, and it's most people. Because if we knew you could have kids and be able to create, yeah, you'll be doing just like everybody else is doing. You know, the Arabs and everybody else, they know that. So you know what I'm saying? If I used to be getting money, I got a son getting money somewhere. You feel me? I can be the pastor now. You feel me? I don't gotta do that. But I'm gonna teach my kids everything I know. You feel me? So yeah, this chemistry ain't nothing. Sometimes people get into right and wrong too. Ain't no right and wrong in knowing how to measure, knowing chemistry. Yeah, you should know how the chemical makeup of anything, of drugs and all of that. You should know how to break this shit down to elements and what, you know what I'm saying? You know, you should know how to take a plant and create some oil and make your own, you know, that's, yeah. But see, that's why I say, at this level, I like to be able to, you know, because the higher a woman is into this corporate level of world and thinking and all of this, it goes to what people doing with money. So if you getting more money and blowing it, I would rather a woman who ain't getting money like that. You feel what I'm saying? Because you don't give a fuck. You a Christian. You know, you getting the money and your daughter ain't straight. Now this, like I said, this ain't no slant on nobody. I'm just saying, as far as parent, ain't about what no parent didn't do. It's about you and what you do, right? So if my daughter, we get money. This is my daughter. No matter how you act or what you do, the fact that you my daughter, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure you're always straight. That's my daughter. That's what you feel me? Mm-hmm. And I'm like I said, it goes to the level of right and wrong. When people feeling like a level of right and wrong, my kids can't really, because I'm saying it's on you. That's how as a parent, it's on me. That's how I'm gonna look at it. If my son ain't shit, yeah, that says something about the way I raised him. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you know, that's how I think. You know, my son of course he gonna know what I know. I'm his father. I'm finna brainwash him with this shit. You know what I'm saying? What I believe in is all he really gonna hear and know about. You feel me? That's like a person for 18 years, and you gotta do what I tell you to do. That's the joint. All my kids born into the joint. You know, the same system that we had to live in, that's the system. Now, I also understand it go to the level of man line. Think about this. As a family, kids, the same as in the joint, has been allowed to, as a parent, for you to give your kids medication that makes them docile, and you get a check for it. Right? Now, systematically, we just talking about social systematic economics, that if I'm going back in time with us three, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be able to, like, you know, we just shrink you back to a baby. I'm your motherfucking daddy. You know what I'm saying? Off the top, knowing though, I would go the same route. I'm saying that's an option. You got to look at it. See, when we're not looking at things right and wrong, we're looking at science of things. It's like what made you this way, and what you lacking. You feel me? Why you lacking it that we can go back and give it to you. You feel me? So now that which made you docile can also make you a genius based on what's given to you. You know, it's people who cold carpenters that's walking, you know, but if you talk to them, you think they crazy, but man, they own the block. You see what I'm saying? You know, they getting it. They, you know, that whole family crazy. Then. You know what I'm saying? You know, so crazy ain't based on you start hearing Trump, you like, oh, he's racist. Yeah, I'm saying people mentality put people in. You know, when it's about you and what you trying to put together and yo see what's coming out of yo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people gonna feel that's a level of, you know, and then it's based on who you is, because you can be a badass kid who parent can always have your back, right? Now, in the joint, you know what they give badass kids? Drugs, medlines, right? That's what they're gonna give you if you going against the grain. You ain't doing what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if we gotta have you in the hole and all that kind of shit, it's an option. I took the whole option. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, I just go crazy and take the ass whooping in the hole and be in the hole. I can live just by fucking. Once I'm in the hole, as said, level 5, level 6, I'm saying I can live by myself.
You gotta worry about nobody sleeping with you and all that.
Right.
You sleep alone, wake up alone, go to bed alone, shit alone, piss alone. That's the shit you own in prison.
And you can live in your own mind. You feel me? When I'm in my cell like that, yeah, that's why I wrote books and shit. Cause you know what I'm, you know, I'm creating in my mind whatever I want it to be. I ain't got to deal with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? People can be exactly what I want them to be in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So that's always the greatest spot. And then, like, you know, I learned that's when and I live like that, but that's when you become a master masturbator. Like, I can make love to myself. I can mentally not have sex, you know what I'm saying, and still sexually active, you know. I can have a whole relationship with a person in my mind, fucking them and everything. You feel me? Through masturbation. You feel me? I'm in a joint burning sheets and shit. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard of that before? Burning the sheets. When you kid, you know how you just humping the sheets and shit. You know, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I thought you was gonna say a pillow.
Yeah, whatever. You're right. But I'm saying it's yourself. It ain't nobody in that motherfucker, but you mentally, you know what I'm saying? Your body is responding to that which is in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So you may have not, I don't know. Everybody, you do that because that's a mental thing.
I'll be back. I gotta pee.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Check on the baby, see if she got some squares over here. You ain't got no squares?
No, you don't have no squares.
Damn.
Shine.
You done shine from home?
Yeah. No, I got none though.
How your hair comb out when I come back? Okay. Hopefully you be to find that Afro comb so you can get the roots.
I'm gonna go down there and get my. I know the comb.
So that comb like you was hurting your head. I seen you put it down. But find your Afro comb.
All right. You owe me, don't you? Right. Before I had originally gave you for 3 breaks. This is the first time. For what? You said for 3 breaks? Right. So I got 1 more. Yeah, that was been like that, but anytime you come over here, I can give you money anyway. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Right, yeah, okay. I ain't either, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get. Okay. But you know T, right? Now, mentally, that Medline shit, you know, and you know who she with, Ken. Ken, I think his name Drake. He used to be getting money and shit, but he did the joint time. You know, they walk around on some zombies. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's that happy med shit. Get checks. Ain't, you know what I'm saying? You a woman, you ain't got none of your kids, but her mama. You know what I'm saying? But that's that man line shit. But that'll work though. That's why I'm looking at the science of how motherfuckers got to where they is. Ain't nothing, everything is by design. Now, you may not design it for yourself, design of other people, for your, you know, for your own life. But T, well, the reason why I even brought that up, because, you know, when I first met her, she was on the list. Because I already met her daughter, so I see, you know, what she produced. You know what I'm saying? And I see her mama got shit in the joint. Then when I met her, I seen she was Medline. You know what I'm saying? I recognize when people like that, they was in the joint, or they even, you know, they most likely was in the joint where they got the meds from. You know what I'm saying? Because once they get you every day taking them medications, this shit, they be experimenting everything on you. You know, giving you new drugs and all this, and you know, but it's psychological drugs. You know, to make you docile, and you know, going through life. You know what I'm saying? You know. You ever took drugs? Because see, this generation is that Percocet, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because they grew up under the drug hookup. Now, see, I'm looking at this already what happens and how it goes. So it's like a level of sacrifice. I ask myself, how would I wanted my parents to do certain things? Like, I would have preferred right now as an adult to know what I know, be getting a check. You know what I'm saying? Don't gotta work for nobody. At the minimum level, I'm always got a check. You know what I'm saying? Like if my people would have did that for me, that would have been useful right now. I'm a multi-millionaire with a check. And we got 800 coming. You feel me? I mean, every month. Without, you know, and I don't gotta pay no bills. You know what I'm saying? I'm on, you know, I got all kind of disability options. When you mentally disabled, you feel me? At a young age. You know, so it's people who got like 5 kids. These kids all mentally, she got like 5,000 a month coming. No matter if she work or not. This for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Plus medical and all that. Now, it goes to the level of home training. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got somebody, you know, if you on the meds docile, but all I'm putting you is up on this system. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm with it. It's kind of, you feel me though? See, the system, people get certain things. So to be a guide of the people who, no matter who, like you can qualify for this shit. I want to see that. Like when I see that, like women who I know, yeah, you know, if you ain't doing certain things, I know what you can qualify for. You feel me? You know, so yeah, you know, that's what I studied. That's, you know, that's my education level on the social economics. You know, all the programs, how to create these programs, what programs out there. I'm a grant writer. You know what I'm saying? So mentally, I be knowing, like, you know, when I see a woman based on how she living, and there's a whole bunch of people qualified in Harvard, already getting it though. Like I said, you know, they already getting big checks. But the slow part is really what you do with it, not how you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They'll give it to you if they fit, man. You know how many women be getting so much money, lawsuits, all kind of stuff. You feel me? Women be getting, like I'm saying, I know women get like 50, 80,000, you know what I'm saying? Like on lump sum checks, just hitting licks. I don't never get nothing like that. You feel me? The most I done got is working good, salary, you know what I'm saying? I had to do something. You feel me? I ain't never, qualified for the free hookup. Even after I got to join, I was trying to get because they was, telling me about the hookup, but because as soon as I got out, I started working. I already had certain things in place that, you know what I'm saying, that allowed me not to go into, the shelter, you know what I'm saying, getting checks. I'm fucked up. I'm mentally from being in prison and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I can't cope and live without the motherfucking check. You feel me? And there's people who get checks for that. You know what I'm saying? Now if them saying it go to the level of if I knew what I knew now, you feel me? Right. You really got that chance. When it comes to my kids, ain't no listen. I've been to the joint ain't that bad. It's all level of sacrifice. You feel me? Make sure every move you make count. So even if you do 10 years, 10 years ain't really shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd do 10 for the right amount of money. Because you could be out here 10 years and still be fucked up. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So yeah, sacrifice, now it go to who know what to do. So it's the level of, who is that piece? Which one? Right? The king must be protected. The king is the mental. You feel me? The king is the mental. You got a queen who got her own religion that makes her believe that I'm the most important piece on the board, right? Mm-hmm. And she got her own army, and she got her own land, and she used all this to protect me. I got my own shit too. So yeah, my religion, my own shit, you see what I'm saying? My own level of power, and we got all these pawns. You feel me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pawns. So a man who got 8, who got a queen, right? Mm-hmm. Who got her own religion, that religion makes her protect, you know what I'm saying? Put all into her king. That's her religion. That's what she believe in. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no most important piece, not even the pawns that I produce. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what that religion got her believing. And she got her own power. You feel me? So she already, she was raised by a king. So she got her own power. So she already a lawyer. She already know accounting and what it takes to, you know what I'm saying? To make the moves to protect this king and his kingdom. You feel me? And she got her own land. She got her own shit. Her father already set that up for her. You feel me? So when you meet her, her father already set up. That's how arranged marriages work. You feel me? We're a circle of brothers. Who, when you had kids, I know the kind of kids you raised up. You know the kind of kids I'm raised up. You feel me? And these kids around each other in order to, you know what I'm saying? Even have the level of, because you're going to be attracted to people who you're around. You feel me? Now that's all based on parenting. That's moving these pieces. So you got 8. I got 8 kids. My comrade got 8 kids. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Every time a pawn take another pawn, that's a level of mate. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's mate, check, mate. You know what I'm saying? It's a mating ritual. So ain't no pieces dying. What it is I'm conquering. You feel me? So if I take all your pieces, I'm not killing them. They is of the line of what I got going on. When I capture you, the board is mine. All the pieces, this is one nation. You feel me? My philosophy is greater than yours. I was watching this movie. It's called Magnificent. You ever seen that? It's like a Disney movie, Magnificent. You know, it's like a lady. Is this a cold ass kids movie? You know what I'm saying? And you always got to watch kids movies because they give the greatest level of brainwash. You know, and the belief systems they push them. So you got to be careful about it. If it's what you don't want it to be put in there, because kids watch things repetitively. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So Magnificent was about a lady, and she was like a wizard. You know what I'm saying? Like the way people look at it, like she was a witch. You know, because she had this magic, she had wings and shit. She was, but she raised a human girl. You know, and the human girl wanted to be married to this prince, who he was a human too. Mm-hmm. So they got engaged. Now the kingdom, when your daughter is given into marriage, she's married into another kingdom, but she a queen who already got her own kingdom. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So she leave her kingdom and goes to the kingdom of the son, which is the kingdom created by the father, and he's a prince. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But not a kingdom is combined. Right. Controlled by the philosophy of the king, the son, the prince's father. Mm-hmm. So now that kingdom is his. So if I marry, you know what I'm saying? So now the queen, the kingdom, what I gave as a king, but see, it was a queen because girl, the lady was like, she was looked at as a witch. She was beyond that. She made the girl a princess by giving her a kingdom. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because she was beyond this human shit. She was like a god. You know what I'm saying? Now, the queen, you got to look at it because with the queen, right, she want to run the castle. So when you come in, you a queen in your own, but now you marrying a prince. You feel me? Because your mother, who is your stepmother, is really a god. So now the woman trying to kill off the mother and mother the queen as a princess. You know what I'm saying? So the mother end up, so she tried to kill the mother and all that. So long story short, she ended up coming back, and the whole hookup was basically she got rid of the other queen because when you marry my daughter, she becomes the queen and the prince becomes the king. Like she destroyed the whole hookup. You know what I'm saying? In order for her daughter to become the queen. You know what I'm saying? Like when your daughter married, this ain't no mama. You see what I'm saying? So the mama totally disconnected from the hookup. You know what I'm saying? In order for the prince to become a king. You feel me? Now that's the same thing. That's chess. All of these pieces captured becomes mine. You see what I'm saying? And that's why scientifically, there is no white or black. There's melanated people and the level of melanation. So in that concept, the so-called Caucasian white man can be extinct based on sexual intercourse. Because anytime you only can put melanin into that which is not in. So if a white man have a baby by a black woman, the child is going to be melanated. And vice versa. If a black man put a baby in a white woman, Mexican or whatever, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be melanated. You feel me? So the melon was what you got is something that you putting in. You know what I'm saying? Now it's going to be more melon based on the man. You know what I'm saying? But then some genes is strong. So you got, you know what I'm saying? Some women who can have babies who black as hell by a white guy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the baby gonna be darker. You know what I'm saying? But unless the father genes, but see, melanin and genes is two different things because it's like me melanating. Draco become he's still. It's the only difference is his melon, which his melons will make him way more smarter because he really, you know what I'm saying? It's just like tea. It's all about environment. If you in an environment that you braiding hair, selling, smoking weed, you see what I'm saying? You just gonna sit your ass down and do it. You ain't got it. They didn't already got you. That shit puts you in a place that it's like the sunken place they was talking about. That's that midline shit. You ain't ever seen you ain't ever all these people you be seeing, Willie Joe and all of them. That's that meds. That's some meds, bro. Kingpin, what age did you have your Malcolm Little to Malcolm X awakening from being a crime mastermind to a business mastermind? That's this prolific. He asked Kingpin, what age did you have your Malcolm Little to Malcolm X awakening from being a crime mastermind to a business mastermind? Okay. What age? I don't think, but like when you say crime, we basing that off the law. You feel me? So I don't think I was ever a crime mastermind. I didn't seen and studied criminal masterminds. You know what I'm saying? At a young age. And that's really through books. So I went to prison like at 16. But I think I innately already had certain things in me as far as, you know what I'm saying? Like I always like to read, you know what I'm saying? I always, knew how to mess with myself. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm always been in my own mind. Like I can just stay in the room and do me. You feel me? So that's just the type of child that I was. And by going to prison just really brought that out as far as it allowed me to, I really was in my room. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in prison, I'm in my cell, and when I got a TV, you know what I'm saying? I got everything I need. You feel me? I go to work out, to to go to the law library, you feel me? To read, to study. You know what I'm saying? When I first went in, I was really scared. You know what I'm saying? So that made me violent. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's prison. You feel me? So I ain't trying to get, you know what I'm saying, the candy bar on the bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm cracking motherfuckers' head. And it's like prison. So if you do something, the guard's gonna be there. You feel me? So like, you cannot get killed. And you like the best thing is to attack first. You feel me? And it's like the police are always there. You feel me? So, that's how I was. And so I ended up spending a lot of time in the hole, which was a safe to me. You feel me? I'd rather crack your shit and be in the hole to myself. I'm finna ride out to a whole nother joint. You feel me? If it get to that point, so I'm always be humble though. I don't play sports. You feel me? I don't got no feelings about winning or losing games. You know, that's like in chess. You know, when I play chess, is the way I see it. Ain't no winning and losing in chess. You feel me? So it's really a strategy. So it's the level of, if I see that your strategy is effective, I'ma learn from it. You feel me? And I'm gonna try to apply that. But you know, I'm gonna try to understand why you did that and how that works. So I would say, like the Malcolm X awakening, it was in prison, you know. So yeah, I think that prison awakens people. You know, most people who've been awoke, they was woke up in the joint because you put, now everybody who in the joint ain't woke, but it's gonna bring out what's already in you. You feel what I'm saying? If you subjectable to reading and studying, you know what I'm saying, and trying to, you know, understand things, prison gonna do that. Now, at the same time, in order to navigate through it in your right mind, you're gonna have to be violent. You know, I think I took a class for anger management, and it was a great class because it taught me you got to know yourself, right, to control your anger when you like that. You know, so I learned, like, I'm you got a suicidal and a I'm talking to my cousin, my phone in the middle of a podcast right now, so I'm gonna call you right back. Text it to me. No, right now. So yeah, to answer that question, at 16, I think, but you know, that's when my awakening. So to be specific, I would say I went to a prison called Muskegon Correctional Facility. You know, when I went to Muskegon, it really molded me in certain ways because of the programs that was there. Like they had a lot of programs at MCF. Like they had a publishing program where we published our own prison newspaper. You know what I'm saying? They had their own prison radio station and TV station. They had a theater, recording studio. You know what I'm saying? So they had a lot of stuff going on to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? So once I was always a creative person. I drew, and you know what I'm saying? I always just was a creative, artistic kind of person. So the people who you got extremely, like when in prison, you got the smartest people who like they killers and shit. You know what I'm saying? They was killers, rapists, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers who don't take no for an answer. You know what I'm saying? Who, when they got into prison, you know, if you meet them, these are smart people. You feel me? Like these people will kill you, but that's not what they own. They not on no, you know what I'm saying, bully killer shit. But yeah, they, you know, they not thinking about fighting you. You know what I'm saying? They don't get mad and want to call you no bitches or nothing. You know, they don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that level of, you know, you got to be a killer. I learned the killer mentality, the predator mentality, you know, as well, as far as, you know, not playing, you know, taking life serious. You know what I'm saying? To the level of death, you know, against, you know, for what you stand for and believe in. You know, so now once you get that level, it's about the teachings of the, you know what I'm saying, Nation of Islam, Moorish Science Temple, you know what I'm saying? Where you can relate. Now I ain't, you know, I'm building on the Bible too, but I'm saying I'm directly seeing Jesus. You feel me? And they regular people, you know what I'm saying, making decisions that's affecting, you know, a whole legacy. You know what I'm saying? So like Elijah Muhammad got like 12 wives. You feel me? You know, multiple children who believe that he is God or the you know what I'm saying, or the Messiah, the Mahdi. You feel me? And that anybody who, you know, take on his legacy and build it even greater than the children is, you know what I'm saying? They rocking with it. You feel me? They rock with the philosophy, with the religion, with the belief system that the Father created. They the number one. That bloodline is directly married into Farrakhan bloodline. You feel me? So Elijah Muhammad had like 12 kids. Farrakhan kids be marrying Elijah Muhammad kids and grandkids. You feel me? And having kids and mixing the bloodline. You feel me? And setting the foundation for whatever they gonna be and grow up to be. So now, you know, Elijah Farrakhan daughter is a doctor. You feel me? Yeah, we got doctors, lawyers, people in the, you know, military. We got a military. You know what I'm saying? They know they killers. They hunt. You know, they know how to kill you with their bare hands. You know, they on martial arts. That's what they own in the nation. So yeah, so like I said, when you say I wasn't really no mastermind. I wasn't a Birdman or nothing like that. I went to prison at 16. You feel me? You know, I used to, you know, I was doing really kid stuff. You know, kid criminal stuff. You know, I knock you out and take your coat. I was selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? Older people put me up on the game. You know what I'm saying? I was robbing. You know what I'm saying? And that's robbing based on, yeah, you know, it's the strongest survive. So I take your shit. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't trying to, you know, break bread. You feel me? But that was a kid. You know, I learned really, and that's why I say for mine, I'm building a prison. You know, as far as we homeschool, and I ain't really messing with the world like that. You feel me? We create our own world when it comes to my children. Now, it's a world that already exists that they're gonna have to be a part of. You feel me? That's where the mama come in at. Because the mama gonna expose them to another level of the world, right? It's gonna allow them to, you know, right. It's just like school. When they come to, I gotta make sure when they come to Father, it's that school. Any woman that I deal with gotta be able to teach my daughter something. So yeah, if you ain't a woman who trying to, if you ain't doing nothing and you willing to do what I'm telling you to do, that means you finna be going to school to become a cosmetologist and get your nursing license, not to get no job. You feel me? I need you to go to school, get the school money. You know what I'm saying? I know how to invest. You know what I'm saying, and do all of this. Now it's in the nation they got MGT, Muslim Girls in Training, because there's a theory and philosophy behind this that if you learn how to be a housewife and to manage the economics of what a man kingdom is put together, you feel me? It's gonna be the succession of the family. So see, I got my own, like I said, I don't even go in there, but when you say Malcolm, I get it. The little Malcolm crime mastermind, never crime mastermind, you know, as far as I was young, you know, so I was under crime masterminds who I was a pawn. You feel me? The crime mastermind is a king. That I would consider that, like, you know, I don't think it's like you said, I was that's petty crime. But like you said, Malcolm was on the petty crime too. You feel me? When he was in the crime, but he was a mastermind, period. He was a star seed. So I think when you got that mentality, whatever environment that you put people like that in, you know, they gonna conquer it. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's mine. So prison saved me up. That was the place. As far as to go to prison young was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was able to be more concentrated. You know, and I strive like that. I'm really if I can't have a level of positive influence, I'm the most positive influence that I got. You know what I'm saying? What I believe about myself is when you put other people around you that makes you even question who you is and what you believe about yourself. You feel me? So now, yeah, I'm studying with around my mama. You thinking, no, I'm not nothing like you. I'm God's child. I'm the star seed. You know, I'm just saying, I don't. You raised me, but you ain't. I'm not yours. Mentally, bloodline wise, no matter what you do, certain people is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? How they is. You know, it's in their blood. So as men with the Real Fathers Association, as men, this is my whole goal. I think organizational wise, and I'm gonna say this on camera. But as men, it's an organization that we got called the Real Fathers Association. Now the concept of this program is that as men building on the, you know, the beliefs of nation building when it comes to these children, you want to buy property, right? Because it's like back in the days when they tell you, he go America, he go this country, you can go, it's like frontiers. You can go and get you some property, start you a ranch, you know what I'm saying? Create a garden, you know, get a woman, have kids, you feel me? And have them man the ranch. That's how it worked. Like if I go to school to become a doctor, I'm gonna teach all my kids what I know. They gonna run the business. You feel me? Like they don't even have to go to school for it. They know. I didn't taught them everything that I learned. Once they industrialized everything, it's like you working at Burger King. But what a person paying you to do, you ain't willing to do for yourself. You see what I'm saying? You can make 5 burgers, you could cook, but see the difference with the owner is that the owner don't really trip about, you got to think about this. Ownership is better than getting money. You feel me? So the owner ain't tricked. He'll make what you make. Owning the motherfucker is the and I can pay everybody to do the work, right? So yeah, if I own a business, of course I'd take $10 an hour. To pay 10 other people $10 an hour, you feel me? I got other stuff that I could do, and with the money. That's a check. You feel me? So creating a business like that is like getting a check from the government. You just creating your own government through this corporate means. So, okay, I'm getting $600 a month, $650 over here a month, right? You know, I'm getting over here, you know, the business making this, but I'm making another $1,200. You know what I'm saying? A month on my own business. I got this house over here. I'm making another $650 because I'm investing in you. See what I'm saying? Now I'm really sitting up podcasting. You feel me? Taking that money or equipment so I could manufacture my own clothes. You know what I'm saying? Now the key is gonna be important because kids is way more influential than adults. So when you got, it's like a person who, like Kobe, you know, he taught his daughter how to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? See, me, I'm gonna teach mine how to run business. You know, so they gonna grow up doing graphics, knowing how to record. You know what I'm saying? This is like Will Smith, Jay-Z. It ain't the money. This is the fact that they teaching, you know, their kids and creating an environment for them, for their children to believe their theory of how life go. You feel me? so they can apply that. It's dudes who was the Birdman who taught their sons. They sons ain't the same as you. You know what I'm saying? You know, they taught them and they made sure they got the plugs and this and this and that. But it's based on right and wrong. Because if you believe, see, I don't right and wrong. It's all about what works and what don't in that manner for me, right? So I'm not gonna tell my son, if I learned a lesson, I'm not gonna tell if my son owns something, I'm gonna show him the right way to do it and put him on the consequences to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, whatever you do, you gotta, you know, what we believe in is how you do it. You know, you gotta do it with these principles, whatever it is. If you know what I'm saying, if you want to be an actor, you gotta own a business. That's my philosophy. Ownership. So whatever you want to do, you want to own it, and you want to learn the things in order for you to be able to do it yourself efficiently. So if you want to do music, you need to be investing into the equipment, learning, mastering the software like a video game. You know what I'm saying? You know how to do graphics, you know how to edit, because this is what you do. This is what you sit up and spend your time doing. You know what I'm saying? You know, now that's business. I'm gonna teach you business. So that's what you gotta do. Like, you gotta learn all software and all. You gotta learn how this business works. You see what I'm saying? So all I gotta do is, you know, I'm learning and know where I gotta buy the equipment that I gotta buy. You know what I'm saying? And create the curriculum in order for them. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gotta worry about the equipment. We got the equipment. We got the software. Now we teach you how to do it. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how it is. They had their own newspaper on. You can create your own world. Like we create our own TV shows and you can watch them. That's how it works in the joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got our own newspaper. You know what I'm saying? We got our own. So it's, you know, they doing plays. It's like church or anything. So at that level, you can have kids, and if you can teach them CPR, whatever you know. Now you can mastermind if you a man, because I can deal with different women, because I'm a polygamist, you know, but I take care of all women, you know, when I had kids. And when I say take care, I'm saying, you know, you family. You know what I'm saying? That's family. I ain't really going against you. You know what I'm saying? Because the key is gonna be it's like I say, the woman is important based on you can, and I think I know it ain't nothing. Once a person believe, you know, before I had sex, I want a woman to, you know, believe this about as far as they kids, because I got a sister who was on drugs, who my mother them had to raise all, you know, most of her kids. You feel me? So at that level, you know, as a woman, I think my sister never really had a problem. Like, she proud of her kids. She feel like she a good mother because she gave them to them. You feel me? And they ain't come out like her. You feel me? So they came out better. And I think most parents, that's what you can act. You know, that's the level you want. You want your children to become better than you. So if you a crackhead, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be proud of your son. You see what I'm saying? Who did better than you. But that don't mean that you feel me? Because that's not really a high level. It's kind of like I don't come out here on no prison stuff. Like, you know, yeah, I did 15 years. I really don't talk about that unless I'm building on that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not a criteria that's based on, you know what I'm saying? You know, that, you know, I don't want to be known for that. That helped as far as for me to be, you know what I'm saying? But it's all about the result. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people who do prison time who come out here not, you know what I'm saying? It's people who was in a nation in prison, but when they out here, you know what I'm saying? Some things is based on circumstances and opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I wouldn't never went to prison, I wouldn't never think like I do, because I would have never been introduced to it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be introduced to things in order to even, you know. So prison allow you to be introduced to.
Now, I'm glad you hit that part right there. You know, like you said like earlier to me, you know, like you don't see me do this, you don't see me do that, you know what I'm saying, and you don't understand why I do the things I do.
I do.
But the things that I do, the things that I was introduced
right.
to do. You
right.
know what I'm saying? This is like, but like on a different path. You know what I'm saying? They get to doing other stuff, you know what I'm saying? And they come the other ear, you know what I'm saying? That the other little guy on the shoulder. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, telling you, you know, you're speaking too loud, you know what I'm saying? It's time to be silent, you know what I'm saying? Pipe down. You know? So it'd be like, jumped off to myself, you know, try to figure out a better way to make a different move and make something work differently than I already had going already, and it was working for me, but it wasn't working for the other person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
right,
you're doing too much more than what I'm doing,
right,
and then I'm starting to see it, and it's starting to get to me.
Right.
You know, sometimes the pun become almost a little bit bigger than the king, and sometimes the king don't like it. So you know what I mean.
But the pawn can never become a king. Pawn can only become any piece but the king.
I understand that part.
Unless you know, you got to have a whole another board. Meaning you take what you learn and create your own situation. That's why everyone should have a business. Like your life is a business, so you should run your life like a business. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because then because you working for people. So by working for people, I think you can learn a lot owning a business when you got a job, because you can implement the things that's working in this corporate setting in order to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it's a formula that works. The way business and corporate order work, you know, and you even understanding that. Like, you know, I understand that, you know, like the supervisor don't care when people mad. Like they know, supervisors know, they the house nigga. They know that. You know what I'm saying? When you got a black dude, that's, you know, that's what you call the supervisor. He the house nigga. You know, he'll tell on you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, he with the company. So you got to run your business like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to the woman. Now, like I said, a lot of things is contributed when we dealing with people, because we not dealing in a monarchy. This not a monarch society, right? Like, you know, we don't as people, you know, think of ourselves as really kings and queens, you know, and that your children have a royal bloodline. That's what monarchism is, right? So on monarchism, yeah, I'm a monarchist, you know what I'm saying? That's what polygamy and all, yeah, I'm a, you know, but it may look the same. You know what I'm saying? As far as just because you got a lot of kids, if you're not doing the same thing, you're not gonna get the same results. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just having a lot of children, that in itself isn't, you know what I'm saying? You know, Trump got a lot of kids. He got a lot of wives. That's where it works with the formula, you know what I'm saying, that he uses. He deal in a monarchyism. So if you a Trump, that matters. You see what I'm saying? To him, based on who he is and who he was taught that he was. You see what I'm saying? So when we connect sometime to, it's like you said, if my baby mama don't be satisfied with this, she not used to the monarchism. Like you said, to her, it seems like I'm cheating. It seems like, mentally, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not what she knows. And in this society, I think society makes it comfortable for women not to believe in the things that works emotionally. You see what I'm saying? Like emotionally, a woman to leave you for some shit that ain't even relevant to what we got going on. You feel me? Like, a woman to feel like you cheating when if you don't know nothing about it. You see what I'm saying? You felt like this man loved you and did everything that you wanted him to do. You just had you didn't like the fact that he was able to do that for somebody else too. You understand what I'm saying? So now with monogamy is the level of, see, everybody not the same. So I get it. If this man can't take care of, you know what I'm saying? He can't lead this woman, and that's why I don't really try to, women, other people is hard. I don't even try to do it no more. That's where the kids is where it's at. Because it's easier to train a kid up to somebody who already been raised by somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So in relationships, at this point in my life, I'm really definitely in it for the children. You know what I'm saying? And based on that, it don't even matter who the opponent is, as far as as far as it matters based on what I'm trying to do. But I'm saying, see, getting a woman pregnant is not an easy thing to do. Everybody is not biologically acceptable to each other to have a baby. You didn't have sex with a lot of women, they didn't get pregnant. You right?
Yeah, I had a couple of them on my hands.
Right. So it's easy, you gotta biologically, be able to, your seed to fertilize, you know what I'm saying? To create in that situation. So anytime you can, that's a blessing. And I think as a man, that's naturally what men and women are for, you know what I'm saying? So, once I really got that, yeah, I gotta have, I didn't want to die without having no children. You feel me? I ain't want to get no older without having children. And being that I understand that level that, right now, I would have all my children by one person. That's all on that person. You know what I'm saying? But if really it goes to, and if it ain't no family who already created a woman who, you know what I'm saying, is made for me, basically. You know what I'm saying? It's like arranged marriages. My daughter gonna be prepared for the type of man, you know what I'm saying, based on her resources, what she was taught from me, you know what I'm saying, to the person who you with, what y'all gonna be able to do together is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, so it ain't a lot of women who, want to come into a situation and really make it better. Most women is looking at how you can make their situation better. You feel me? They not looking at, they're not even looking at your value. Like, they're not looking at like, oh, this dude know how to fix houses. We need to be on this house shit. You feel me? They want you to come into their shit and be comfortable, and you can get comfortable with it. And then, yeah, they're not satisfied with that. You know what I'm saying? It's really a bipolar thing. You know what I'm saying? If you let the queen run the board, it's going to be Adam and Eve. You know what I'm saying? So off the top, I need to come in any relationship automatically knowing, and I'm old enough to know, what I already told you what it is what I'm always sticking by, because I got the resources to do that. And then sometimes that becomes the issue as far as even dealing in relationships, because now you got to be grown even dealing with that. You see what I'm saying? I don't want my son grown dealing with that. He don't got to deal with never living with no woman because he got his own stuff. You feel me? That's courtesy is based on who his daddy is. You know what I'm saying? Based on who your daddy is, you own houses. You feel me? So now on that relationship shit, you a polygamist. You see what I'm saying? So if a woman coming in, we coming in on level of partnership, we coming into this is our belief system, this is our religion. You know what I'm saying? So you either with that or you ain't. You ain't never no chick gonna kick you out because you got your own shit. You own your own business. You ain't never gotta work for nobody. And if you is working for somebody, that's in order to get that money so you can, you know what I'm saying, make something else happen that you already got going on. You feel me? So yeah, that's based on who raised you. You know what I'm saying? But it should be like that. That's the power of parenting. You can be fucked up and create a person who can save you. You can create your savior. That's what the whole Jesus is about. You know what I'm saying? He saved his people. So a carpenter and a woman who had sex with God, and you know what I'm saying? That level. That's like that magnificent. A woman who had sex with God. So this is God's child that a human man raised. Like that's what was put into this child's mind. You know what I'm saying? That's who he believe he is, and that's what, you know what I'm saying? So that's what that story tells me. Based on what somebody told you is. Now they done put a system together for you to actually believe that. Now, John the Baptist, that's my cousin, first cousin who, been raised to already to, that I was the Messiah and that, you finna be, knocking motherfuckers out if they ain't with. You know what I'm saying? You the big cousin already known for knocking motherfuckers out. So it make it easy for you to come through the ranks, you know what I'm saying, with this smart shit. Motherfuckers fucking with you, you got big cousin knocking motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you ain't getting bullied when, you know what I'm saying, you designing the clothes. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you put your kids in school, that's the level of competition. Parenting is a competitive sport. For me, I look at parenting as competitive. As far as a father, yeah. If my kids ain't, but and I just this a belief system. Ain't no way. If you ain't on certain things, you ain't even mine. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no DNA test gonna convince me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no system, no hunky, no nothing that gonna convince me that something is mine that don't belong to me. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my kids can be, and then that's why it ain't no one. And then even if that's, I'm more logical. So even if that's not correct, that's why I need more children. So if it is the ones that ain't mine, you know what I'm saying? I need to make sure that those ones exist. Yeah, I need 7. And everybody got a position. If you ain't with it, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you with it, we here. You know what I'm saying? Grown. My kids ain't I'm not creating nothing for my kids to. It ain't never no time where, you know what I'm saying? It's like the Arabs. They grown as hell. They ain't even thinking about, working for nobody else or doing nothing else. You feel me? So what we got going on, people ain't thinking, I can't wait to leave Ben Harbor. You know what I'm saying? We own the block in Ben Harbor. We trying to, you know what I'm saying, build a house of David in Ben Harbor. You feel me? And people ain't, listening to what another person is talking about and they trying to enslave my kids instead of me being the master. You understand what I'm saying? I would feel some kind of way. I would feel betrayed. You know what I'm saying? Why would you work for somebody else instead of working for me? So you will work for another motherfucker for $10 an hour, but you won't work for me for $10 an hour? You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, though, but as a child, you gonna work for me for free Because we're not even dealing with the concept of money. We're dealing with the concept of ownership. You see what I'm saying? When you think out of owner mind, you ain't thinking about how much money that you got out of the deal. You know what I'm saying? Because when you own it, you can pay everybody else and get what they get. I can live off $10 an hour. And if my kids can produce, a child can produce on this, you can produce with with screen print. I got the 4-color screen print. With that, you can produce 100 shirts an hour, right? So you can print out 100 shirts in an hour. Shirts, right? A shirt, printed shirt, graphic shirt sold for $20. You know what I'm saying? You done made, that's 100 shirts at $20. 2,000. So your son producing $2,000 worth of product hour, and he working, getting $10 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Working 80 hours, 40 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? You selling them online, you know, and you can come and get them. This is what you producing. You getting $10 an hour. Now from that level, you also teaching you going to school. Guess what? You can sell them shirts. How many when you was in school, you ever had a person who used to always sell stuff? You know what I'm saying? As a kid, right? People buy stuff in school. Right.
People, cell phones,
right.
Watches.
Right. Now, what's one thing that everybody buy in school? Parents.
The hottest commodity is
clothes. You gotta have school clothes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every parent is gonna get clothes. Now at the level, every parent is buying t-shirts, drawers, and socks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the level. Now you producing t-shirts, drawers, and socks, and your children sell. I'm saying that's, you known for that. Your kids known for having the, you know what I'm saying?
The precious it was.
Right. They're gonna be able to sell it. Teachers buy it. So when you can come into a community as a parent and actually dominate certain situations, right? Because it's a community that you coming into and you can offer a product. You got to have the capability to manufacture, and you got to have the means to distribute. In this day and age with technology, yeah, you can run Rockefeller from your house. You know, your kids can rap, produce, you know what I'm saying? You can run a whole studio and produce products, food, candy, anything, chips, you got your own chips, you feel me? You know how when I used to go to school, my mom used to make a lunch. You know, but she used to put the chips in the bag, get the big bag, put the chips in the bag. You know what I'm saying? You got some chips, a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? The juice. You know what I'm saying? That's a bag. They turned that into Lunchables. Now them being sold. You know what I'm saying? But they've been doing that. Lunchables is a snack. The next. You know what I'm saying? Your mama got that bologna. You know what I'm saying? Made a sandwich. What time is it? I need to. Prolific, thanks for always coming through. You always come through with the great questions. I want to get you. Where you from, Prolific? You from Benton Harbor? I'm gonna get up off here till next time. We signing out.